In order to issue a citation, I've had to reach out to King County and to Seattle about the human feces piling up in steps right over here in local businesses, and I was told by several of your employees that this is a find it, fix it matter. Considering that human waste is a biohazard, can you explain why the find it, fix it response, which can take 7 days, if not more, is the appropriate response for human fecal matter on sidewalks?
It's not. So, and I was talking to you before, look, this is a super challenging time right now, and we've got to take it from both sides. And I don't want to address just what's happening in Lake City, but I will address that somewhat because we're seeing it out from the city. I was in Lake City at the beginning of this week or end of last week, my days, I learned to meet with seniors up here to announce some grants that we're doing for the seniors that have their meetings here in the community center. And the first group of seniors that I met with said, and we have this letter for you, Mayor, and it was about this problem and others, saying we don't feel safe. And so we as a city, we've got to address that, and we've got to be honest about it. And every day and every week we are meeting on these issues and more. On the other hand, we have more and more people experiencing homelessness than ever before. And many of them have, some of them, but not all, have significant mental challenges. Others have addiction issues. And so we're trying to get the services to people. So I have increased the amount of shelter available for people experiencing homelessness by about 25%. Because it was clear to us, if you don't have somewhere for people to go, where will they be? They're going to be on the streets, in cars, in doorways. And if they don't have a home, where will they use the facilities? They'll do it outdoors. And if they do it near a business, it ends up having health issues, community issues. So it is upon us as a city, as a government, but as us as a city together to say, how do we address this? So we're doing a range of things. Number one, getting more shelter for people. Number two, I've increased the size of the navigation team, which is our cross-disciplinary team, both police and outreach workers, to meet with and talk to every person that they find who's experiencing homelessness and living outside to see if we can get them living somewhere safe. And I will tell you, I've been out with that nav team now a couple of times. They do remarkable work, and everyone in this room should be thankful for their work. I have seen them, a police officer together with an outreach worker, kneeling in mud that is itself probably containing biohazards for 40 minutes just trying to get someone to come out of a tent to talk to them who's suffering some severe disabilities. So we know we have to do better. We've also opened up more rest stops and rest stations so people have somewhere to go during the day. In Lake City, we know that there's a particular individual that has been very problematic. We have been trying to find that person because they have some mental health challenges. The good news is we think we have that person now has agreed to get the treatment they need and to get shelter starting next week. So it takes many times to touch someone sometimes before you can get them to somewhere they can help themselves, because we are not a society that is just going to criminalize homelessness. It's not who we are. And so if we're not going to do that, what is the alternative? The alternative is to try to treat people humanely, get them somewhere safe, but then also to make sure that we are paying attention. You know, we have been moving people from tents to shelter at a more rapid pace because now we have somewhere to move people. At the beginning of the year, quite literally, we had almost zero shelter space. So there was nowhere if the NAV team did outreach with people, there was nowhere to take them to move them to that they could be safe. That's one reason we increased the shelter. But the long-term fix is, make no mistake about it, we need more affordable housing. And we needed it 5 years ago. And as a city, we have got to double down and commit ourselves to build more affordable housing, not just in Seattle, but in the region. Because about 20%-ish of the people that we deliver direct homeless services to come from other places in Washington State because we have the services to do it. You know, so we need services where they live. So I've been working with mayors around the region, the smaller cities, the bigger cities, to say, how do we help you get what you need? And so if we do it together as a region, it won't happen overnight. I know it's incredibly frustrating. We will find a better way for people to report these kinds of hazards that are really a health hazard. You may be interested to know that your mayor has a secret find it, fix it account. And I report things just to see how quickly they get fixed. So it's a check and balance, but look, we know it's hard, we know it's had an impact on your business, we know you want to be a business person providing jobs and services and groceries to your neighborhood, and we want to be a partner in that. We're going to try to do better.
Thank you.